Hi, I'm Stephanie Link. I'm 31 years old, grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm currently living in Boston, Massachusetts. We are right now inside my apartment here in Boston. I'll show you around and tell you a little bit more about me. So welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I grew up, was always in the top of my class in elementary school, went to gifted once a week on the short bus. Yes, gifted on the short bus. I know there's a joke there. Graduated valedictorian from high school, where I got a full ride scholarship to go study chemistry. And I just wanted to make it clear that even though I'm no longer a chemist, I'm still very, very passionate about chemistry. For example, I make my coffee, not in a regular coffee pot, but rather with a Chemex. So we get to employ the filter paper and filter flask to do so. A little bit of hot water. Won't give you too big of a demo because it sounds like some tinkling going on there. The other thing I love to do is to collect some antique chemistry glassware, which I've displayed some of my collection here for you. And my goal to reinstate chemistry in my life, I love cocktails. I love liquor, not like in an alcoholic way, but in a good way. And I would love to not be a home brewer, but a home schnapps maker, to distill my own schnapps from fruit. So that's my plan once I'm in a place where I have a shattered garage to do so. I will give you more of a tour, but there's some basic background from me. See you in a little bit. So with work, I ended up living for a couple of years in Germany where I got this lovely outfit. And there's a couple things that I really, really loved about Germany. First of all, they led to this awesome glassware collection. You can see right above me there of German beer glasses for every different possible German beer that you could desire. Secondly, they bring us this outfit. Like, this outfit actually gives me cleavage. I usually don't have that in most outfits. So I'm loving it. Plus, back up here, it shows off my tiny waist, which I totally love. And it's like booty X center. And the other thing that I really loved about Germany is the amazing beer that I learned to love, like the Weihenstephaner or Hefeweizen right here. I think that America will love me for my appreciation of fine beers. I think though people who are like, the US is the best ever, nobody else is anything good, are gonna kind of hate me because I have a different perspective. I've traveled around quite a bit and I know that there is some better stuff out there. Cheers. So I just have to show you my apartment really quickly. This is looking through the dining room, the kitchen. I'm panning over now into the living room. And what I want to show you are some things that I have made myself, such as these lighting fixtures up here. Design Within Reach sells a similar one for $1,000. I made them with yarn for about 10 bucks. Right here, you're looking at this divider between the rooms. I created this myself out of embroidery hoops. And the most amazing thing is what's standing behind me. You see a bunch of doors there, but those aren't just doors. They didn't exist here before. It's a room divider I made that also has a lot of functionality that I'm going to show you in just a minute. Just some strategic thinking and mental acuity on my part. So let me show you the other side. So when I was thinking of moving into this place, there was one huge issue, which was lack of closet space. Now that's where I started thinking, how can I make some closets and make them cool? So this is my ginormous walk-in closet. What you see right here are the backs of those doors that we noticed from the other side, and additional storage here where the elevator shaft for the apartment is. Now I'm just telling you, what girl would not love to have a huge walk-in closet like that? If that is not an ingenious invention, I don't know what is. Okay, so obviously I had to change into my I Heart Nerds t-shirt for this part because I think it shows off my nerdiness. This is my game collection, my board games. It also includes the collection of Boston area Mensa, a number of games that they have donated to the bi-monthly games night that I host right here in my house. It's about 20 to 30 Mensas every other month. It is probably the second most popular Boston area Mensa event after one that's dining out, because I mean, Mensans love to eat. I really can't compete with that. The other thing that I wanted to show you as well is something that I love doing is to buy 2 copies of every Sudoku book. And the reason that I buy 2 copies of them is because I love to have Sudoku races. If I can con a friend or boyfriend or colleague or anybody into racing with me, we just open to the same page, on your mark, get set, go, and whoever finishes first wins. I love it. But that's the kind of stuff that I think is fun. So other jobs. Post-chemistry needed a job with people. I taught 6th grade science, math, and gifted for 2 years in a school where I learned a lot about myself. First time I was ever a minority, and the best moment was being asked to be the token white person in the Black History Month fashion show. Since then, I've been working in product development, and my most recent job has been fascinating. I have been talking to men to learn how to get the best product for their shaving neck down. It's been some really interesting conversations for sure. So it comes down to this. Will people love me or will they hate me? I really feel like most people are going to love me. America is ready for a strategic thinker that is a female, somebody that's strong, somebody that's independent, that's enthusiastic and happy, and people want to be around. They're gonna like my outgoing nature, they're gonna like my spontaneity. I think all around, most people, especially the more outgoing, educated crowd, is going to love me. Now there probably is some subset of the population that's going to hate me. These are going to tend to be your uneducated, untraveled, let's call them like backcountry, super religious type hicks. They're probably gonna find me to be a bit abrasive, a bit of an intellectual snob, and too rational for their liking. But it's just who I am. So I think the important thing right now is that you like me, and hopefully I will see you guys out in California in 2 weeks. Bye.